My name is Pratishtha, and before this, I was doing a bachelor's in economics. I graduated last year itself. So after that, I was looking at different options, and I felt that a fellowship could be a good bridge between like the academic experiences I have, the kind of skills I want, and where I want to work. So that's why I looked at a few fellowships available in India, and I really liked the Urban Fellowship Program by what I could see from the website, and that's why I decided to do it. Before joining, because I came from I was doing a degree at that time, I wanted to get some skills that would be useful when I go out to work in my preferred place. I also wanted some more clarity in the sectors or in the kind of positions I wanted to be, and like a deeper engagement with urban issues and issues related to development. There were things that I did not expect, and I could actually interact and get those experiences while doing it. For example, I knew that I would probably go ahead and have a commons session, etc. But the interlinkage with the commons term, the foundation term, the skill labs, and then like there were projects in between and activities in class, which really helped me to apply these things. And even though COVID was a factor and we couldn't really go out as much, within class, within the neighborhood where we were, applying all of it really helped me get exposure to concepts that I wasn't aware of. For example, like how does one look at space? How does planning comes into picture when one is solving or like thinking about urban issues? How can one integrate concepts of environment and not just look at it from like as a separate lens altogether? So these were things that I really appreciated in the academic program. I did economics before this. So, of course, I found ways to connect with it, and the language of economics helped me navigate a lot of issues. But there were things that did not align to it completely, and but it was interesting in a way because like that particular discipline or approach was looking at the same things in completely different ways. So at the end of it, I could synthesize and see that okay, economics looks at something like this, and this is how another discipline looks at it, and all of these combinations help you to look at things in an interdisciplinary way. In the beginning, I was quite surprised when I saw on the website that okay, these are my classmates, because I couldn't meet them in person, and they come from extremely different academic backgrounds, socioeconomic backgrounds, and regions and age groups. And just to interact with them, I think it was one of the biggest highlights for in my experience of the fellowship, because even when you're like talking about something so everyday, you just see a person looking at it from such a different point of view that it makes you think that okay, maybe I can also see it that way, or what is it that this is different. So yeah, I think that diversity helped me like personally to just like talk to people, become friends with them, but also in an academic sense. I think the course structure was quite good, and like I did not come with like a lot of high expectations for the online term, because I was having online classes before this in my university, and they were not good at all. But like when I was attending the online term, I was quite surprised to see how seamless things were, and like there were glitches and all, but the faculty was quite supportive in like helping us out and like just helping us navigate through things. So it was awkward at times, but then we figured out a way. But I think it became much better when we came here, and having a foundation term just literally laid a foundation for the commons term where we could build upon those things. And then like going to the electives helped like me to focus on certain aspects that I could pick from the commons term and understand that okay, I am interested in this, so let me get into this in more depth. And of course, like having skill labs interspersed in all of these just made sure that it wasn't just purely an academic program, and helps you get skills also, which was something that I was looking like, it was one of my expectations before joining the program. So I took energy and the city, transportation and mobility, informality and platform economy. So I like my interest areas after the commons term I felt were linked with issues of informality and sustainability. So I tried to take my electives in a way that I could explore these issues, but also like look at interrelated things, like for example transportation and how that works in a city. I think it's quite useful because it helps you to like step out of a program and a fellowship that is just like academic and sort of like is like within the campus itself. So it is like a bridging point between you and the outside world, and it really helps because IHS is assisting us in terms of like what kind of internships one can do, giving us the guidance and the resources needed to prepare. So, yeah, I think it's going to be useful because then whatever we are learning here, we can actually go and apply those things in the internship. I think the master classes have been really useful, and the thing is that these are people about whom you hear, for example, like Harsh Mandar or the person looking at the airport. Like, these are people you read about in like books and newspapers, but then they come here on campus and you have like such a candid chat with them, and you can literally ask them anything about their life or the kind of work they do, and it helps you to look at things beyond the classroom. And I think like because they come from a certain background, you get to apply all the different things that you learn to their work also, and get a very different perspective. So it's been quite useful and fun. Initially I felt like a little like awkward to talk to them because I had just seen them online, so I was just like, how does an in-person interaction work, etc. But the fact that there are regular office hours and they're always around even once the class is over, so you can always literally walk up to them and like ask them about something that is like, you want to discuss about your work or what happened in class or anything that you're thinking about. And that really helps because they're quite supportive. And yeah, I think the Practica is useful in a way because, like, you're learning things in theory, but then you wonder, okay, how do I apply them? So then you go on field and then you see those things happening. Like, you see how planning is coming in, economy is coming in, and then you come back to class. So it doesn't end there also. You see certain things and then you try to make sense of it in class also. So that sort of interconnection really helped me to develop my conceptual understanding. I would just say that the fellowship is much shorter than you think it is at the beginning. Like, it sounds like, okay, I have 10 months, but once you really get to it, it literally just flies. So, make the most of your time. It can get exhausting, it can get overwhelming in between, but to make sure that you're like, just go ahead with it, like make the most of the interactions with your classmates, with the faculty, the resources at the library.